Greg Melly. How we doing, brother?
Matt, it's a pleasure to be here,
Dude,
buddy.
I'm so excited to have you on. We're long overdue for a chat, my friend. Dude, you're the man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have you on, brother.
I'm excited to be here, man.
We start the show with compliments. That's how we always start. And look at this is my favorite.
I'm gonna get so uncomfortable right out.
Which
the
is
bat,
why
dude.
I love starting with compliments, because it always makes comics uncomfortable.
Oh, God.
So it's gonna be, and I got a good one for you. I got a good one.
Dude.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I try to stay away from the typical "you're so funny" because we have a lot of funny guests on, and obviously you're hysterical. But my compliment for you, my friend, is that you have a charm that I'm envious of, and also just like is so easy and free flowing. And my favorite example of this, and I don't know if you remember, we were at Steph Brown's party, who's also done this pod. Go back and check out that episode. She's a wonderful comedian. She had her Halloween party. You were playing pool, and we were having a conversation. And then you were like, "Oh, hold on, it's my turn. I just got to go do this quick thing." Dude, you knocked in like 4 balls in a row. Just like, it was like in a movie, like, you know, when you're doing like trick shots behind the back, like doing whatever in between the legs. And then you were just like, came back like it was nothing. You're like, anyway, so about comedy.
No,
So
that'll forever be one of the coolest moments of my life.
That was so funny. And I
yeah.
was just like, this is fucking wild, dude. Have you
that was
gotten
cool.
that before? I feel like older women must love you.
Yes.
Is that a thing? Yeah.
Like meeting parents, it's never been like a struggle.
It's never
for
been
me.
a problem.
I like
yeah.
it. I feel more comfortable around older people.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's really, really funny. We were talking about you are really hungover today.
I was gonna say, can I start this episode with like a PSA? Just want to say to anybody watching or listening, make sure you check out The Low Point on all platforms, of course.
Yeah, so another wonderful pod. Yeah.
The lovely
Oh,
Matt
thanks,
Penna.
brother.
I am so incredibly hungover. So if I'm not funny enough or charming enough now that the bar is raised at a point where I don't think I'll be able to match, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I don't even know what camera to look at right now. I am so hungover. I was throwing up last night. I'm 29. What am I doing, dude?
We were talking before too, because it's so hard, like being older and like getting hungover. Because I was in a similar boat last week. I threw up, and it was, dude. It's just. And it was one of those moments, because I don't really drink that much anymore. I smoke a lot of weed now, and I just love that so much
The
more.
crossfade, though.
Oh, dude, there's nobody.
Matt, I threw up in a plastic bag this morning. I threw up in a plastic bag.
That's pretty
and
bad.
then woke up at 7:45 in the morning like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it back to bed.
And you're doing 3 podcasts today. This is the first one.
I know. Shout out to Big Pharma for the Adderall, dude.
Yeah, what do you
out.
take? So you took Adderall this morning.
Yeah.
You had C4 and Gatorade just to kind of get you through the day.
just everything but water.
Okay.
Now that I think about it. You were like, I came like, I was here for like 10 minutes ago, and Matt's like, you want some water? And I was like, water?
That's a great
Didn't
idea.
even think of that, dude. I've been up all day. I haven't thought about water.
Have you been able to eat anything? Or?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
See, last week, man, I wasn't even able to keep food down.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst.
I'd
man.
never throw up the next day. So like when
Really?
I got
Okay.
home, I got home like 1, and it was like 1:14. I'm throwing up.
Okay. Are you ever 1:14? You're throwing up. Are you ever forcing yourself to throw up, like to feel better for the next day, or no? I've done that before.
I think my body gets it. Like
Yeah,
I've never put my finger in my throat.
Okay.
I've never been like a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, but I have if smells get me.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So
yes.
if I was throwing up in the bag and I was like, I know there's more to, this is such a gross way to start an episode.
No, it's good. It's all good, man. Honestly, I think we've had worse. Honestly.
This is, I mean, it's perfect too for a low point. I was like, I know there's more, so I just kind of like suffocated my face in the bag, and I was like, God. But then it got the job done. I finished it out.
My question for you is, where did you put the bag? Did you keep it in the house, or
some questions you just don't have to ask publicly? You really don't have to ask every question. That's the thing.
You're like, take the hint. Let's
don't
stop
worry
there.
about where the bag laid for a few hours.
Oh no, it just sat next to you.
No, I had a used bowl, of course, that I had in my bag from like dinner the night before, like the dinner that night, and I just laid it in the bowl. And then this morning when I woke up, I looked at the bowl and I was like, I don't think I can, like, in a good conscience, clean this bowl and let my roommates ever eat out of this bowl.
Oh.
Even if a plastic bag's in it, even if nothing is touching it, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just can't.
No,
so I just
that's
threw it out.
I would do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a bowl.
Yeah,
You'll
what
get
are we gonna
another
do?
one.
We have
yeah.
41 of the same exact version
Yeah.
of bowl. No one's gonna know.
Someone notices tomorrow.
Yeah,
Hey,
like, where's the off green plastic bowl? I'm not eating out of this goddamn blue one again. Where's the green one?
dude.
Yeah,
That's-
I tossed it.
Do you still drink a lot now? It's so
No.
funny because literally our last guest was Spencer Wright, and we were talking about alcohol addiction, and now we're just like, yeah, we're getting hungover, man, nonstop.
Yeah, but shout out to Spencer. He's been sober for.
I think like 6 years,
Yeah, a
man.
long
He's
time.
another wonderful comic. Go check out his episode too if you haven't listened.
Spencer's great.
Yeah,
I love Spencer.
He's the best. I will say, man, my relationship with alcohol has changed a lot since like college and everything.
Yeah.
Just because I was going out 3 or 4 nights a week, just like having a lot of drinks. And do you remember the most embarrassing thing you've done drunk? I'm trying to think of mine.
Oh yeah.
I'll start with mine so you have time to think. I think for me, most embarrassing thing I did was I really liked this girl, and it was a friend of a friend who I met at I think it was a wedding or something, and we like really hit it off. She had a boyfriend at the time, so it was like and it wasn't working out. You could tell, so like that kind of thing. So we were like flirting. It went well. So a few months later, I see her again, and she broke up with the boyfriend. So now she's like single.
It's big.
Yeah, so it was big.
Big for
So
program.
it was, dude, here's how I got to. So she lived in a different state, and we were texting like during the pandemic, and I was like, hey, like I never really do this, but like I'll drive down, let's like have dinner. There's no pressure for me to stay over or whatever, and then I'll just drive back, whatever, just to like see if this is like a real thing.
Right.
And she said, you play your cards right, you can stay over. So it was like, it was like a thing.
Wow.
Dude, I think we had the date scheduled. There was something that was in the air. I got way too drunk one night. I FaceTimed her. I blacked out. I don't remember what I said.
Oof.
Never heard from her again.
So it wasn't good.
Dude, I don't know what I said. I think I was crying. I think it was like one of those it was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You definitely give emotional drunk. There's no doubt about it that you're not. You for sure cried.
For sure.
You know.
But it's hard because like there is that line right before.
Your hat says everyone watches female comics.
That's
you
right,
cry
baby.
when you drink, dude. You cry when you drink.
You're like, you are not dropping any news, brother.
No.
Just letting it flow.
Yeah.
I
love it, dude.
Dude, it's funny because like I used to be really insecure about that, but like the opposite is like I could get angry. I could be one of those guys.
Yeah, dude.
And that's like,
Dude,
I don't want to be that.
Sadness is a beautiful emotion when men can feel it because it's them accepting the actual emotion they're feeling. Because men only have so many, like every guy reverts to anger because they don't know how to feel sad.
Yeah.
It's a powerful thing to feel sad as a dude. And especially as an artist.
Dude, and this is because I want to talk to you about, you have this, you have a half hour coming up, which I want to promote as well. But I do, before we get into that, do you have a story
yeah,
like where
Oh yeah.
you're like, I hope when we're coming back to
I've got plenty. There's one in particular that's very funny is that I want to say it was senior year. There was this girl that was like one of my best friends of all college. She's the only reason I graduated because she was in my major and she just let me just copy all of
That's
her
a
work
good
for
friend.
4 years.
Wow.
Dude, she's the best. Like I went to her wedding a couple of years ago
nice.
with
Okay.
Jacqueline. Like she's great.
Fun.
Like really just one of the best people ever.
Nice.
And she, with her fiance now, like they dated in college and I liked him. He didn't go to school there, but like I liked him. He was a good dude. There was one night that I got just hammered like senior year and I was just professed my love to this girl where I was like, I love, like in front of my best friends, like in front of my, like the guy and girl group. I was just like, what are you doing, dude? Like it's always been me and you. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I love you. Like, what the hell? And she was just like, no, you don't.
Why?
She was like, no, you don't, dude. This is hilarious. Like she's laughing. I'm like upset. I'm like, yeah, I love, like, what do we mean? I don't. Like, yeah, like I love you. She's like, no, you don't, dude.
When looking back, are you like, she was right?
Yeah.
Dude,
the next morning I was like, yo, we gotta talk about that. I was like, that was strange, huh?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, you threw up the whole way home. I was like, oh, that's good.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
In a plastic bag.
Yeah, just outside, just on my way. She was like, come on, Greg, you gotta cross the street.
What a good friend, though. And it didn't seem like it didn't impact the relationship
Not
at all.
even
Dude, that's
a minute.
really nice.
Yeah.
I've had that, too, where it's like you think you have feelings for a girl and it comes out and it's just, they can tell that even you don't. And that is something, man, that's tough. I don't know. I don't know if it's tough, but like, what is that? It's just like, because I guess especially like in college, see what happened to me. It's just like, because you're so lost at that point.
Yeah, it's like
it's just like you don't know where to go. You're just, you know what I mean? Like
it's also like trying to like understand what even like love is.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're just like, yo, this person's awesome.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, but that can be the case. Like you don't have to want to bang her.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Which is something men. I love that idea because it is something I feel like I've had to learn as a man. Where it's like, this person's great, and it's okay if we don't have sex.
But I'm like, wait,
you know what I mean?
Like something's got to be wrong here.
Yeah, like you said something too on your wonderful podcast, Hill to Die On, which go listen to that
Dude,
podcast.
shout out.
It's excellent. Which I loved, which is I think Grace asked you, are you looking forward to your 30s? And you're like, I've never been more excited. And you go, hopefully my penis stops working.
Yep.
Which is just, if it stopped working, man,
it would be awesome.
So much less
But then
stress.
I got to hear from Grace and Jacqueline, like, oh, like,
right, it's like, oh, yeah.
That was a direct quote, too, for the people watching and listening back at home. And I'm like, you just don't get it, dude. You don't.
Dude, it's something where it's just, that, and like, we don't want to be that horny, dude.
No.
It's not,
No.
and you know, and it's like, oh, God.
Sometimes you find yourself making decisions where you're like, I didn't want to do that. And I was about to like open up with like something from your comedy that I have seen, but I was like, I'm just going to, I don't know what I can and cannot talk about.
Oh, anything.
But I'm like, just from the getting blackmailed thing.
Oh,
like,
yes. Yeah. From the story from the new show. Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
so I'm like, yeah, dude. No right dude in their mind who's not speaking, like thinking with their dick at some point that's gotten them. And that's happened to everybody.
Right. And
that
dude,
exact
and that's
thing.
when I tell
but
that
the difference between when it happened to me and when it happened to you, I was like, do it. What are you going to do?
Oh, wait, that happened to you too?
Yeah, but instead of like contacts, like they were like, I'm going to post it online of like YouTube and this. And I was like, no, you're not.
Wow.
Like YouTube will not let you post that. What do you think, I'm stupid?
And that's the difference, because someone who cries when they're drunk will be like, I'll give you all the money, man. Like, I totally hear.
Just to realize, there's nothing stopping them from just doing the same cycle over. But
it is something too. And it kind of ties into because I want to talk about Junior Half Hour because it's all about masculinity.
Right.
And without giving too much away, it is something where I think now at least, because I don't know, and I can't speak for previous generations or anything, but like I'll give you an example. It's like, and I don't know, I don't want to make it generation by generation because let me just give you the example. So I was at a friend's wedding, and this like older guy like went up to her. She just got married. My friend just got married, right? We're at the wedding reception. This guy, like older guy, boyfriend of some relative, grabbed her by the waist and was like, "So you ready to cheat yet?" And I'm like, that is the creepiest fucking thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is just absolutely disgusting behavior. Holy shit.
Like, just dirtbag.
Wow.
But I guess, maybe it's not generationally because it's like, there's dirtbags in every generation.
That's probably generation.
Yeah,
Confidence is generational for sure. There's way too much getting doxxed nowadays that no dude under the age of 61 is doing that.
Yeah, it's just like what is going through your mind?
Peter Ravello has this awesome bit where he's like the older men in like my family too are like weird. He's like, at my wedding, my uncle came up to me and was like, I'm going to give you a good piece of advice. Don't get too attached. He's like, to my wife, don't get too attached to my wife. What is that kind of okay?
Dude, that's just like I was at the beach with one of my childhood friends. Very similar. His uncle was going through a divorce or something. He's getting separated from his wife, and we were just out of nowhere plops down next to us. Goes, if you have any doubts, just don't do it. And we were talking about the Mets. And I was like, what are? It's like,
that's
this
awesome.
is unrelated.
But dude, I even hate to do this, but Ravello has another bit that's like, he likes the like emotionally unavailable older New Yorker because they don't talk about their feelings. They'll just call into sports news radio.
Oh,
and
dude.
be like, hey, Donnie, you think the Yankees are going all the way this year? Oh, also, am I a good dad? And I'm like, it's fucking hilarious, dude. Hilarious.
Dude, that's great. He just did a Tonight Show
Yeah,
set, right?
he did. It was
That's
so
fucking
good. I don't
awesome.
know if you've seen
I
it.
watched a little bit of
Yeah.
it. It's awesome. Yeah,
But-
that is such a good joke.
Yeah, it's such a good joke.
Dude, and I also, I'm so ashamed to admit this. I fucking love New York sports radio.
Yeah, of course.
I listen
You're
to-
a New York.
Oh, dude, I listen to Michael K like every day.
Yeah.
And I just love these old guys that just like call in and just like, let me tell you about the
Hey.
Yankees in the 60s.
And another thing, fucking, it's not like it used to be. We don't got the arms. Too many Hispanics. Whoa.
Whoa,
God,
whoa,
dude.
guy.
Carlos Rodon's trying. All right. Devin Williams has had a rough year. You'll be back.
Dude, it's so funny too because like, I love when they just like get caught where they just don't know anything.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just so funny because I remember last night I was listening. They're talking about Cody Bellinger re-signing with the Yankees.
Yeah.
And
Please,
the guy,
please
oh,
re-sign him.
dude. I think he'd be perfect on the Phillies.
Dude, if I have to watch another white American left-handed baseball player, I'm going to freak the fuck out. I'm tired of it, dude. I'm so
Schwarber,
exhausted.
Harper. Oh
Bro,
my
we just
God.
have
And you lost
generic
Bichette. They
white
had
dudes.
Bichette,
Yeah.
yeah.
And now he goes to New York. Baseball, dude, I don't even... we got to infiltrate a salary cap. There's a
I know,
lockout
and
that's
that's
got
a
to be
whole
coming.
dude. That's
Tell
a
me
whole,
how every year the Dodgers just get the best, dude.
it's coming, man. I think there's a lockout that's going to be
After
like, coming
next year, I think,
in next year, and dude, there's so much I want to talk to you because I want to talk about your Sixers too. Real quick though, this guy called in about Bellinger and he was like, I don't understand. Why doesn't Steinbrenner just take him out to dinner and say, hey, listen, this is the deal. You could be a Yankee. And then Michael K just goes, you can't do that. You have to go through the agent. And the guy's like, what?
What do you thought? An agent?
He's like, why do you have to do that?
What
He's like,
part of Asia? What do you mean an agent?
he doesn't even get it.
He's like, in Asia?
Dude, that's so funny. And you're obviously a huge Phillies sports fan.
Oh, yeah.
He was-
Unironic. Yeah, I didn't
And,
even...
no, and Phillies, and I
Yeah.
meant the Sixers too.
Sixers
But you like
specifically.
basketball way more than baseball,
Way
right?
more.
Basketball is your number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so is it just
I
go
wish it-
basketball, football, baseball for you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing baseball, like my whole life, my whole family.
I was so bad at baseball, and I love baseball, and
Man.
were you on like a baseball school team and stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, that's the charm I'm talking
We
about.
were
man.
really, really good. though.
Really?
Yeah.
What position did you play?
Like middle infield.
Okay, shortstop. Of course, were you
Yeah.
shortstop?
Yeah,
of
but, like-
course you're a shortstop. Just the
Dude, I'm
cool
5'1".
guy. Oh, dude,
No,
yeah,
dude,
but-
if you think I was cool in high school, I'm a stand-up comic, man. I'm not cool. I've never been cool.
God, and he doesn't even know it. That's what makes
I
it
have
even more
ADHD
cool.
and depression. What cool?
Oh.
That's not cool. Nah, I'm pretty fucking sick, actually, if you think about it. Think
Now-
about it out loud.
Do you talk about HD? And we can cut
Yeah.
anything too. So if we're talking too much about the new half hour, just let me know. But do you talk about, because I
yeah,
know the
right.
new half hour, it's March 6th, right?
Yeah, March 6th.
March 6th at Grove 34 in Queens, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. show.
Wow,
I'll
you
be
are
at
just-
I'll be at the 7 p.m.
That
show.
sounds beautiful.
I'm going with Skylar Holtzman. We're going to
Wow.
go together. So
I
it's going to
know
be a
him.
great time. Grace Lobo. I know him. Another great comic. Go follow him. Grace Lobo's opening too, right?
Yes.
Very, very cool. Very excited for that. But the new half hour, it's about primarily masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
And is it about your kind of evolution about how you've gotten to your relationship with the masculine identity now over time?
It spans through a lot. I think the beginning, it's like it was my wake up call of like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm not like a masculine dude. And then I talk about how it's like I've never been able to fit in with like the masculine form.
Mhm.
And then from there I talk about like how I think the thesis of my project here, if you look at the numbers, the thesis is like kind of accepting individuality and
Yeah.
like individuality is what creates like innovation. It's like what makes the world turn,
Yeah.
and we need to like lean into a spectrum of everything, like whether it's gender or sexual orientation or sexuality or like whatever the fuck, politics. Like the more we become radicalized on any of like topic, it's like we're just going backwards.
Yeah.
So it's more of like accepting the individualism of people.
It's such a beautiful sentiment because I feel like for a lot of men, and look, I think there's, for men that can relate to that, I think so many men have had that kind of wake up moment where it's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right.
What is going on? And I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be.
The one thing I really tried to do is don't make any gay jokes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because it's very easy to be like,
Yeah,
I'm not a
that's-
man, like I'm, this and that. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if I have something that is, I want to get as close as I can do, like get there without saying the word.
Yeah. And
So it's like,
yeah.
I really try to like touch the line and teeter the line. But also like, it is important to acknowledge that, because that is so much of the issue in America, is that that's just how, like, if people are afraid to be perceived.
Well, dude, that's
know?
so true. And especially like as
So you
someone,
can't ignore it.
dude, I don't know, like every week I post a video where someone's like, this guy's straight. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Female fiance. And it's just like, it's hack. And like, just like these comments are like, why? Because I have a nice haircut. That's why. And it really happens when I go to the barber and my guy does like a really nice fade and whatever,
Yeah.
just like shapes up my beard. And it's just like, that's what it just looking nice and presentable is not masculine. Like, and women commented too, you know what I mean? So, but it is so much of like, I agree where it's like, it doesn't, I mean, there are more masculine quote unquote guys than me that are gay. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't matter.
I have a whole, like, my one joke that is the joke that says the title of the special More Time is about like the motivational video guy, like
I love
the
this
guys
joke. Yeah, I've
who
seen
love
it,
the
yeah.
Andrew Tates, and it's just like, yeah, dude, like those are the dudes who are the ones that are not accepting themselves, and it's like that's how
Yeah.
you're getting down in those weird corners of like the world.
Yeah. And it is something where it's like, I don't know what it is with men in particular, but, the incel stereotype where it's like these guys don't know. I don't know if it's that they don't know how to like, because it is so much easier to just stay inside and watch these YouTube videos and like whatever. But like, what is that? What is, I don't want to say solution, but like what is that next step to say to like these men? It's like, hey, it's okay that this isn't our only definition of masculinity.
Fucking go get rejected, dog.
Dude, that's a lot of it.
Go
man,
for it and get someone and be like, no.
Yeah.
And have sometimes maybe a girl to be like, no, and here's why. Because then you're like, well, shit, maybe here's why I'm not hooking up with people, because my hair looks like a bowl, or I carry around a weird knife to school or some shit.
I know. And it's like, it's just.
But like, I get it. Like, I really understand it. Like, I mean, I'm 29, so I was before that like real era of incel, or before they had like a real term for it.
Yeah.
Because it was around, like, I mean, Columbine influenced a lot of it. It like really kind of highlighted and started like an entire movement, unfortunately. But when I was in high school, the only thing I ever focused on was like hooking up with a girl, like getting a girl. But I was like, I'm not good at this. Like, what the fuck? I had no self-worth, because that's how I held worth.
And that's the other thing too, where it's like, I feel like, and I've suffered from this as well, where it's like so much of when you're growing up as a man is you're just getting your validation from like sexually.
Right.
So it's like, oh, if I'm hooking up with a girl, then that means like I'm worthwhile as a man.
Right, exactly.
Which leads to a lot of, bad behavior that, like I've done too with like women, you know what I mean? Just in the terms of like, it's like, I'm ashamed to admit this, but you're just like sending your dick everywhere. And it's like, it's just like, and it's, but again, it's because of,
and that was back in Snapchat when they didn't give you a confirmation to be like, you sure you want to send it to this one? They were just like, you tap whatever name. They're like, you tap whatever name, it's off. And I'm like, okay, all right.
Dude, have I told you the story where I was sending nudes to a girl and she meant to send me a nude?
I saw the joke.
Oh, you did? Okay. And she posted it to her story, which is
which
nuts.
is crazy, which is hilarious.
Oh my God. And we never hooked up again. That's
well,
sad.
It's gonna
It's gonna happen. Rejection.
Did date her brother afterwards though. It was a nice icebreaker. Good for her. Yeah, dude, rejection, it's big. You got to be told no.
How do you think because I'm so curious, because I've had like my own journey with this. How did you get off getting your validation from women specifically, and just kind of working on self-worth as a man?
I think it teeters.
Yeah.
Sometimes still. But it was all Jacqueline.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel the same way, dude. And it's like, you know what? Just having a partner that can show you like, hey, you're enough, and women will love you for who you are.
It wasn't even her like treating me away. It was like kind of really when we met, I was like pretty instantly like, oh, I think I love you. Like I told her I loved her on our second or third date.
Yeah.
And I was like, it kind of in my head, like, if I can't make it work with you, I will never be able to make it work with anyone.
Yeah, man.
So I was like, this is going to be on me. I'm going to have to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to get any better. I got to.
Well, it's a cliche, but it is really something where it's a cliche for a reason, but like, you want to be with someone who makes you want to be a better man.
Right.
Like I've, just being with Tay and being engaged to her, I think we're coming up on 4 years together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like every day, not every day, but like, like I have things I need to work on, like especially like, with, what I get upset about, anger, things like that. And it's something where because I love her, I'm actively putting in work every day to monitor myself.
Right.
And be like, okay, I need to change this, and that. It's like that great Bill Burr joke he has where it's like being married. It's like, it's all for men. It's like, there's scaffolding all over me. We got to just, I'm always a work in progress.
Dude, I love Bill Burr.
Yeah. And then he did Riyadh, which was
fucking
disappointing.
legend. Yeah, but
that
was so 2025, Matt. My resolution is to forgive everything that's ever happened prior to January.
What a sweet. And now we're just starting fresh in the new year.
Come on.
And even 16 days in, it's like all fucked again.
Yeah. And I
I
had the flu for 7 of them.
Yeah, you were sick for the first part of the year?
Yep.
Oh, that's right. We had to reschedule. I remember, dude.
It was great, though.
Being sick?
Yeah.
Dude, there's something
I quit vaping.
Really?
January 1st, and then I had the flu January 1st, so it just totally worked.
And so you're not vaping at all anymore?
No.
Dude, good for you. Have you had like, have you wanted to go back and like do it?
Yeah, I wanted to kill myself. I've had a lot of different cravings, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, Matt, it's not going good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Matt.
Oh, God.
No,
that's a hard one to quit, man. I was never nicotine, nothing, but...
Oh, yeah, dude, you're lucky. I didn't... I had a really hard time on day like 3, 4, 5, but I had the flu. So
okay,
like I
right.
couldn't...
You wouldn't do it anyway.
There's nowhere I could go.
Sure,
I couldn't leave
sure.
my bed, so I was like, well, this is going to be what it is.
Yeah.
But now I'm good. I have
no craving.
Yeah, like once a day, maybe.
Okay. Did you still do it? Oh, no, the craving you'll do once a day. Because you're like, no, I'll still vape once a day. I'm like, I don't know if that's quitting.
No, it's quitting. It's whatever it is. It's my resolution, dude.
Dude, well, first off, congrats, dude. Because the thing with nicotine, and I've vaped a few times. Oh, dude, and not to bring up good. When you're drunk and you take a hit of that
just
vape.
Blast off, baby.
Oh, God. It's
You're like, this is what I'm here for. This is what it's all about.
I will say.
Should have had that shit in the Bible.
Oh, I will say I used to. I went through a phase in my life where I like smoked cigarettes when I went out.
You're so cool, dude.
Yeah.
And you're gonna try to talk like I'm the cool one here. What a dope ass phase. You're like I was just smashing puss and popping my dick out to people online, smoking
with
cigarettes.
Cigarette in my mouth. Sorry.
How old were you?
Oh, man. I must have been like 25, 26.
Yeah.
I think I was like going on these trips. I was like in Nashville. I was like smoking cigs on like the balcony of our Airbnb overlooking Broadway. So, like those kind of moments, whatever.
Yeah.
It did make me regret, though, because my grandmother, who passed away, she smoked constantly. And I was like, you know what? If I was going to do this anyway, I wish I had a cig with her. You know what I mean? Just like, because we used to... And she was a cunt, but she was our
no
cunt.
old
Always,
white person.
Yeah, it's
is
just
not.
like that's and that's what my brother said at the funeral. Funny enough, we were like, she was a cunt, but she was our cunt. But like we used to just like when she had to take smoke breaks, there was no smoking in my house and nobody smoked, so we just kicked her out on the porch and we were like, you go do this thing out there. And it was like 10, 15 minutes. She was like, can I come back in? And we're like, no, you got to get the stink off you. We don't want it in here.
Scratching at the window.
Yeah, exactly. She was like knocking, like, what are you guys doing? Which sounds mean, but she was meaner, I promise.
Yeah, no one, who cares? People
exactly.
don't care about, no one in this world cares about old people. Nobody. Like, and nobody pretends to care about old people.
Dude, it's...
We're just constantly, like, cutting the programs for them.
Oh, that's a whole nother thing.
Like, no one's like, more rights for old people.
Oh,
they're like,
man.
Get those people away from us right now. I don't want to look at this person anymore.
Yeah.
They're wrinkly.
Taylor is obsessed with, like, those videos of, like, old couples who have been together, like, 50, 60 years. And, does Jack like those videos, too?
Of course, yeah.
Dude, does she watch Traders?
She loves it.
Do you watch it?
I haven't seen it, but
Okay.
I would want to watch it.
You got to get on that train, man,
Yeah.
because I was skeptical first, and Tay got me in. It's not too bad. It's a good
Yeah,
show.
yeah. I mean, I've watched like the Reality Housewives with her a couple of times.
Yeah, okay. It's not for you, reality
I
TV?
love Reality Housewives
okay.
of Atlanta.
Of Atlanta. Okay,
Only
specifically.
the crazy sassy black ladies. Yo, they are so fucking funny, dude. Those ladies are just pure comedy.
Sure. There is something to like some of these reality TV where it's who she was on The Bachelor and she's married to Robbie Hoffman. Gabby, I forget her last name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
but she is like an example of like I don't think she does stand up, but like she is hilarious on like TikTok and reality TV, and it's just cool to see like oh my, like we're living in an era where it's like there's a way to be funny that's not the traditional like stand-up improv routes or whatever of like live performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think she's so funny, just like on TikTok and stuff.
It's like just live action podcasting.
And look at that.
That's all.
We bring it right back.
That's all it is. We're just Swiss Army knives out here. It is like interesting to think that. Have you ever seen the Instagram page Very Important People?
Oh, from Dropout TV?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
That might be the funniest comedy I'm not somebody who doom scrolls.
Yeah.
Ever. Bro,
oh, really? Okay.
I have been locked in on that Instagram. I spent an hour just watching all of their clips.
That show
it's hilarious.
It's so good.
It's so good.
And what I love too is for me, you saw the one with Spencer, obviously, right? The great yellow monster.
Yeah.
Dude, that was my first introduction to Lisa Gilroy.
Hilarious.
Might be the funniest person on the planet.
Hilarious. The way that they all commit to is incredible.
Oh my God. And it's really made me have, because I used to love improv and I just like stopped doing it after a while, but I'm taking classes again and I fucking love improv. Have you ever done it or no?
One of my first ever paying jobs was an improv job.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of job?
It was an improv troupe in Philadelphia. We would go to like corporate events for like holiday stuff.
Dude, I would love to see you at a corporate event.
Matt, it was nobody wanted to be there. Nobody wanted us to be there.
No.
It's like 18-year-old Greg doing a really bad British accent. Hello. It was like crime, murder, solve shit, like those like Knives Out style thing, except me.
Dude, that's great.
And I'm like, wait, why is there a script? I'm trying to just fucking riff with these dudes. Like, why do I have to follow this thing?
Oh my God. And the crowd, like the corporate people, they just like weren't receptive at all.
I did 2 events. I was like, I'm never coming back here and doing it.
Oh God, that's brutal.
I know. The audition was awesome. It literally was like so Saturday Night Live-esque of like callback in front, like on a stage. You can't even see the judges. Like, and I'm just fucking crushing next to these dudes who are just like not funny. And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm going to own this company in a year and a half. And then 2 events in, I'm like, you got to let the leash off me, dude. Throw me more than 5 innings. Let me go to a complete game, please.
Let me be myself.
Yeah.
Dude, I could see you being like a wild improviser.
I love it. It's so fun. Like, I love improv. I love so much of like that. Like, I love like bouncing off of people when it comes to like a character and like doing accents. But that was not at all what I thought it was going to be. I think it was called the Philadelphia Improv Troupe. I don't know. New York City had one, and they're like, "Oh, when you move out, you could do it." I'm like, I would rather, do anything else.
I just love to like imagining you as like an 18-year-old with just like the most energy in the world.
Oh yeah,
like you know what I mean, like just on the.
But it was
of,
so much more bottled in. Because I was scared. I was like, I didn't know exactly. I didn't know anything about myself of like what's funny. Like I was just like,
it's like let's just put stuff out.
But there was no like now it's more controlled. There's more of like a, Yeah, no,
you're more intentional.
Yeah. And I think that comes with everybody with age and doing something and confidence for sure.
Yeah. But I also too, I love improv too. And it's kind of cheesy, but I love the life lessons that it just teaches you too.
Tell them about it, Matt.
Dude, I'm gonna. Okay. Tell him,
This
Matt.
episode is sponsored to you by Life Lessons.
Greg's like, go off.
Come on.
So my favorite one is this. It's this game where it's everyone stands in a line. It's 2 lines across the room, and the goal is that you want the 2 people from each line to say the same word at the same time. So like you and I will start you want to play,
Matt?
Oh boy, here we go.
Let's be really intentional.
Here we go. Let's get really settled in.
Maple, you ready?
All right, we're gonna try. The goal of this game is that we're gonna say a word as our starting point, and then we're gonna try and get closer and closer to saying the same word. Okay.
And tell the audience the game name.
Fuck, I don't know it.
Good. Jamie.
Perfect. And Maple wants to play too.
I don't think that's the name, but that was like perfect timing.
Oh, is she getting too much in your face or no?
No, I love you.
Oh, yeah. She never does this with the guests too. Maple's on the couch for audio.
Maple's like, Greg needs this.
She's like, I heard about his corporate improv gig. I'm here for emotional support.
I read that it was like, Jacqueline is like always been like, yo, like animals just love you. Like I've like always been like, people are always like, animals really love you. And then I read an article recently that was like, animals, like especially dogs, are attracted towards people who they feel are the most oppressed. And I was like, that's just took a really nice thing out. And you're like, Maple never does this with like any other guest.
Oh, and like not
right
to
on the
really,
brink, baby.
Not
right
to
on
really
the brink.
dig in the knife, but she really doesn't.
That's awesome.
That's so funny. I gotta tell Tay that when she walks in.
Yeah,
let's do it. Ready? So we're gonna say a word. We're gonna start random word, and then we're gonna get closer and closer each time. All right. So I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and then we'll say word. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Syrup.
Banana.
Oh my God.
Banana and syrup. Okay. So now we have to try and find a word that's in between those two. Okay. We'll go 3, 2, 1.
Canada.
Waffle. How did you get to Canada?
You are just like Jacqueline. We play this game, and after the first one, she's like, "You are so ridiculous."
But this is good. This is good. It's gonna go good for the life.
We got waffle in Canada.
Waffle in Canada. Oh, well.
Don't
okay.
do that.
We can't repeat though. Okay, waffle in Canada. We got to do it though.
Yeah.
Waffle in Canada. Oh man. Okay. 3.
Were
2,
you about to be like, "Oh, syrup"?
Yeah, I know. But we.
I mean the word I just said. That's awesome.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Bed and
Pancakes.
breakfast. Okay, bed and breakfast and pancakes.
Don't don't have an expectation.
No, it's okay. No, we're getting there. We're getting there.
You're like, yeah. The first thing that came to my head was like, old lady. That's not gonna work.
Here we go. Okay, so what was it? Pancake and bed and breakfast.
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Vacation. That's on you.
That is on me because I said bed and breakfast and then we said breakfast. Okay, breakfast and vacation. Okay, breakfast and vacation.
Okay, yo,
3,
Matt. No, Matt. There's something here, Matt. Lock in.
I feel like I'm not where you're at. But let's do it. Right? Wait,
Maple
let me
and
lock in.
we're here.
Here we go. So
I know.
it's
Come here.
I know, baby. I know.
3, 2, 1.
Brunch.
Continental.
Oh, that was it.
That was from. You know what I mean?
Continental and brunch. Okay. What's the? There's okay. Okay. Continental and what was it?
It was your word.
Continental and brunch.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hotel.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't say any word. I got real nervous. No word came
but you were
out.
Gonna say
I was
hotel?
gonna say hotel. It's tough to do that now, but we'll take the win
count
as is.
It? Yes.
It looks really scripted the way that went down.
But this is great because I think it illustrates the beautiful lesson of this game.
Back to the life lesson. You're
yes, which is it's my favorite game because it teaches you that yes, we had an objective in mind. We had a goal, right? And it was not linear to get there. We started off pretty close and we went way left.
Way left.
Then we came back a little bit. Then we went back out again, and then we got closer and closer and closer. And it took way longer than we thought, but we still got there. And that's a good life lesson for anything that you're like pursuing or just, be open to the possibilities of what life gives you or what you're met with, and you can still make your way.
Matt.
Isn't that beautiful? That's my favorite.
Beautiful.
And we illustrated it perfectly. It's killing me that because I was so nervous about a hotel and you were like, oh.
That's what I wanted to say.
I know, baby. I know. She wants attention from you so bad.
She's really nice.
Greg, are you doing okay? Like, it's concerning.
I'm a little stressed.
Oh.
No, it's.
That's a good one.
Doing great,
fun,
dude. You gotta worry about me, dude. Maple's like, I think I might have to go home with you, though.
This is actually a perfect point. We can transition now into your low point, talking about depression.
Hey.
I always try to find good transitions into it. Your low point that you wanted to come on the pod today and talk about, Greg, is you moved to New York City.
Yep.
When you were younger.
Correct.
And you moved here. You had no money.
Real quick, that's a funny way to say that. Like when I was younger, like, well, I didn't move there when I was older.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's I don't know why.
It's just a funny phrase.
Yes, because I didn't want to age you, but then I was like, because I don't know what age you like moved here.
I'm 29. I moved here during the heat of the pandemic, so that was what.
Oh, you moved here
6
during the
years ago,
pandemic.
5 years
Wow,
ago.
okay.
I was 24.
And you're from Philly originally.
Yes, originally.
Did you move here for comedy?
No.
Wow.
So I moved to New York because I was 2 reasons. Both of were acting. So I had a
Because you were an actor first and then became a stand-up.
Yeah.
Right.
Which don't let that, if you don't know who I am or my stand-up, don't let that affect the way you see my stand-up, because I am more of a traditional stand-up comic, less of like a theatrical.
Well, it's the only reason I bring it up is we've had a few comics on here, Connor Canning and Carly Palestino, who came on, and they started in acting and theater, and it's so interesting to me because it's a different, fascinating world to me, and but at the same time, there's so many interesting places where they overlap. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you initially wanted to pursue acting.
So I started acting in Philadelphia once I graduated college, my senior year in college.
Okay. Did you study acting in college or
no?
What'd you study?
All. Criminal justice.
Wow.
With a minor in political science.
Oh my God.
My senior year, last week, finals week, I was just like, fuck this. And I just signed up for acting classes in Philly.
Really? Wait,
yeah.
So now, because I want to talk about, because you spent your whole college career, you were like, were you going to be a lawyer or what was your plan?
It was funny you said that, because my one teacher, I had a mock trial and I dominated the only girl in the class that wanted to be a lawyer. And we had to share grades. Like we shared like a report, like and then both of our grades, like we could see what each other got. And I got like a 96, she got like an 81. And on our reports, he was like, my teacher, who was awesome, he was like, yo, Greg, like seriously consider law. Because like it was fantastic. It was the best in the class. It was great. And whatever her name was, this is something you seriously want to pursue,
just fucking dunking on
you
this
have
girl.
to work harder. And I remember the process leading up to it. I put legitimately zero effort into it. Like I just did just enough because I was pissed that she got the side I wanted.
Oh,
but
wow.
I was like, damn, like all right, let me do it.
And this was, so you're doing like it's like in a courtroom style, right?
Yeah,
like okay.
Yeah, like a mock trial.
So it's almost, because I always do view it this way, like it's a performance, really.
Oh yeah,
right. Like
dude,
so
it's
you're
just lying.
Yeah.
How good can you lie? That's all the courtroom is, dude. That's all the justice system is. Just how good can you lie?
This is perfect for acting. It's
yeah, I'm like, oh, this is just pretending like I think this guy's innocent when he is most certainly not. But then I was like, maybe acting has less stakes. Less stakes.
Maybe if I'm really good at this, maybe instead of putting someone away for 30 years.
Right.
So that's so interesting. So I'm curious, why did you choose criminal justice initially?
My dad.
Okay.
Like
so it was a
47 years in law enforcement and
wow.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I mean I like it. I love learning about all of the problems in American history.
Yeah.
Like it's very fascinating to me, like the war on drugs and like the Warren administration, all like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and how terrible America was, but how like America's become so good at like making you think it got any better.
Yeah.
Until Trump, really, but like Trump is just so in your face about how horrible it is now, but like we have been a pretty bad place for a pretty long time.
And when you really look
but like
back,
mostly racially, like that's my biggest interest in it has always come from like the racial divide and like the discrimination of that specific genre in America.
And there was a documentary I think you recommended to me to check out on this. I think it was
the Alabama Solution.
Yeah. And really when you look at how this country was just built on exploitation, it makes sense. And like it's just not a lens that typically, because it's not taught in school, right?
No,
like,
of course not.
It's not. So it really does make sense. But I agree. It is fascinating to look at other periods of history to understand like what's happening now,
right? And like how well they are at concealing it, but how it's become much harder to actually do so because of the rise of social media and Trump being who he is. But like so that was that.
So that was kind of like what drove your interest into criminal justice.
Yeah, and I knew I never wanted to do it. Like
really,
yeah,
okay.
I kind of had to go to college. That's such a first world problem.
I know, but no, it is, yeah, and it's, I mean, but it's a real thing because the culture, I think, for us coming out, because now, what is it now? What's the percentage of people that have a college degree? I think it's obviously higher than like it was previously, but I agree, it's a first world problem. But we did come from, I think, a culture where it was very much like this is the logical next step, which again, very fortunate. I'm not saying like I regret it or anything, but it was just that was the thing to do, and to pick an area. And in the same way, I did. My parents are very much like, my dad's in the same way my dad influenced my major, which was business.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, he's good with people. He should do business. And like looking back, I was like, you shouldn't do business if you're good with people. A lot of people that I work with are not good with people.
No. That's
but,
awesome.
Yeah, so it was funny. But anyway, back to you. So criminal justice, you studied it, you come out of college, and I'm interested. Maple's just staring
Bro,
at Greg in his soul.
This is like a horror movie.
She's literally like, she wants attention so bad. Do you want to give her a treat? I'll grab one quick for you to give her.
Sure.
Mapes. All right, hold on. I'll be right back.
That felt very hereditary.
Oh, baby. I know.
Maple, how'd you get the legs that good? You got some great legs there, dude. Really working.
Well, it's funny. Our neighbor, who we love, says she's very athletic. Which she is in the dog park and stuff. She's gonna go nuts when Taylor comes home. But that's fine. So we were talking about you signed up for acting classes. So I'm and this is the last I'll say about it. But were you drawn to sort of the performance aspect of it? Was that like a conscious thing you realized, or no?
Yeah. So in high school, I had a teacher who was like, "You got to do this."
Acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you were
in plays in high school and stuff?
No, I didn't do
Wow.
any of it. He was like the forensics teacher, and forensics is like not like forensic science, like forensics acting, like performances, like monologue performances. That was like that was what it was called for some reason.
Oh, interesting.
My high school was the best in the state, and we were really, really great. We always won state championships, like national whatever the fuck. And my teacher was like, "You got to do it. You have to do it." And I was like, "No." Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gay. What are you talking about? Like,
Again,
I'm not
we
a
come
nerd.
back to,
But really, that's what it was. And so, like, I avoided doing something that was the only thing I ever tried hard on in school, because I was like, the kids who are in this group are very weird. And I do think if I joined it, I would not have liked it the way that I do now.
Yeah.
Because it was like, they were weird.
And
it wasn't my group. Like, I was a sports kid, so it's like I would hang out with those dudes.
Right.
So he was in my ear about it, and so like I did think about it. I took one acting class in college my senior year, and we had like a big like presentation at the end where it was like a group thing. Like there was like 3 groups per class that had like a pantomime, which was like a 5 to 7 minute like no speaking play that they had to create and put on.
Yeah.
And I won like the best actor of the grade or whatever.
This is the charm I'm talking about, by the way. I won the best actor. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, because it's so silly. It's such a silly thing to be
but
like.
of course you have you have natural talent at it. Yeah.
I also liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And I worked hard on it. I'm smart. Like I could have done better in school. I just was like, why the hell am I learning about this shit? I don't care about any of this. None of this is ever going to help me. And I was always just like, yeah, whatever. But with acting, I was like, oh, I enjoy this. This is fun. So I did that in college, and then I kind of was just like, I don't know what it is I got to do. But so I signed up for acting, and I did a stand-up class.
Oh,
or
nice,
like
at the same time.
like a comedy class it was at the same time. So right out of college, I never got a job in criminal justice. I never worked in I never had a real job.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
I just started doing
never worked in an office
manual
or anything,
labor.
or?
Nope.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Were you always a server?
No, I did like outdoor work a lot.
Okay, gotcha.
Like outside of college, out of college for years.
That's hot Greg shit. Just tank top,
5 a.m. just fucking sweating or being freezing all day long, just making fences.
Ugh.
And I'm like, this is awful. And I would come home and take like a 4-hour nap. I was like, what the hell? But so I did that. I was I had a role. I did like a bunch of stuff out in New York at the time. Like I would come out a lot, and I did like student films for NYU or like the Film Academy, just like doing as much as I could, like indie project wise.
Do you remember any roles you played?
Oh yeah, I still have like some.
You have the tapes?
Tapes.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you
have a favorite that you did?
I
know I'm putting you on the spot.
I don't know. I think I have like favorite performances, and then like I think the best overall film. Like at that like level when you're kind of really early into it, like so many of them are never finished.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
And so I did that for a little while, and then I got a role in a show that was going to be on Amazon Prime, and I was probably 25, 24.
Wow.
And we filmed up in New York for a little while, And then I moved up to New York because I was like, well, if this is going to be like a steady thing, like I might as well move here. And I'm also like ended up doing Stella Adler Conservatory too.
What is that?
It's like an acting conservatory, like a condensed like college program, but it's only like 35 hours of just acting a week.
Gotcha. Okay. But you're still living in Philly, but you're spending a lot of time in New York still.
Yeah. So I moved to New York because of this role and because of
how did you feel when you got the role?
I knew it was coming because I knew the writer.
Okay.
And I worked with the writer a lot, and the role was kind of like meshed around me, like visually, I guess, because it was like an all black cast, and I played basically like. Have you ever seen The Wire?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I like play like a drug informant. Like
okay, gotcha.
So I lost weight for it. I grew out really long hair. I moved out to New York, and then the COVID basically really shut everything down. Like that's when everything was like dead.
Wow.
And then lost that. But the thing with New York is basically the low point. What I'm saying is because that was whatever. I was like, it'll come back. It'll come back.
Yeah.
It never did. But I was like, it taught me how not to wait on other people and wait on things, you know?
Well, so wait, let's come back because I want to come back to this as well.
Yeah.
But so now you're in New York and then COVID hits. You had already moved here for steady work. And then they're just like, we're not doing the show anymore.
Right.
Because of COVID. Wow.
Right.
Okay. How'd you feel? Were you like, it doesn't
didn't
sound like you were crushed.
No, I wasn't because I didn't expect it to never come back.
Oh,
because it never came back.
Right.
But I wasn't.
Right.
I was expecting it to come back, so I didn't get a job. I was kind of enjoying the free time.
Okay.
Like I was experiencing New York. When I first moved out to New York, it was tough because I was like, I don't know anybody here at all.
Yeah.
But 10 months, fast forward down the line, 11 months, I have one more month of rent left. My credit card's maxed out.
Oh,
I moved to New York with like $12,500 in my savings. Yeah. I now have $360 in my savings account.
Wow. So you just like burned through that.
Everything. I couldn't get a job. I was trying. I was like jumping turnstiles because I had to.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, it was rough. Like it was like anytime I'm down now financially or like just feel really upset, I'm like, dude, there's no deeper sadness than that, because I was like, you just feel so helpless, like there's nothing you can do.
Right.
And I remember my dad was like, hey, you gotta come home because you're not gonna be able to pay rent for the last month, like you have to come home. And I was like, I can't, because if I move back home, I'm never gonna move back here.
Wow.
So I lose. Like I the way I see it is like, if I'm here as long as I can be, it's like I'm not giving up on myself. Like I can't go home.
So going home for you was like just giving in.
Giving up, yeah. Because I'm like I can't all the way like do all this whole process to come all the way back. Like I'll figure it out, but I have to stay here. Wow. So I'm like, dude, like something's gonna happen. Like I gotta figure it out. Like it'll be good. There's
where were you living at the time?
Wall Street. Hell yeah, baby.
Dude.
Yup.
Dude. I don't mean to laugh.
That was great.
How about Queens or something? You're like, no, I want to be in the heart of it.
Wall Street, Water Street. So I lived on the very bottom of Manhattan.
Yeah. Wow.
It was like an $1,800 room, but it's a studio apartment. They broke up into 3 sections.
Get the fuck out
So
of here.
my room was like $900. My walls didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm understanding.
My walls didn't reach the ceiling. They were like, for an extra $450, we'll finish your walls. And I was like, no, that sounds ridiculous. Why would I do that?
That's crazy. So now you had 2 roommates that you were living
with?
2
roommates.
In a studio.
Yep. I had walls that didn't touch the ceiling, which I was like, there's got to be something.
Yeah.
Fun fact, an escort was killed on the floor above me.
While you were living there?
While I was living there.
Oh, no.
Yep. And I was like, no idea she was an escort this whole time. Had no idea.
I love that. That's the part.
Yeah.
You're like stuck on.
Dude, that was the part that got me. I was like, you're telling me. Wait. You're telling me she was an escort?
And you just
what the hell?
What?
I feel deceived.
Oh my God. So now that's crazy. How'd you even hear about it? Was it like just like through
national news? It was on the news. It was in the newspaper. My mom sent me an article. She was like, is this your apartment complex? I was like, yeah, it's actually a floor right above me.
Wow. Oh my God. That's what every mother wants to hear.
Yeah. She hated that apartment. She hated mostly all of my apartments at some point.
So you're living here, but you're experiencing New York during COVID when no one's there.
Yeah, it was weird.
And
in like that district, Videye, of like people don't really live there as is.
Right.
Especially now.
Yeah, it's all offices.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Very corporate.
So, and you're just walking around with long hair, like doing.
Yeah.
Dude, that's funny.
It was weird.
But so what are you doing on the day to day? Like, are you?
I was once I like was like, all right, let me get back.
Yeah.
Like, let me start gaining weight again. I was the healthiest I've ever been.
Well, before we get back there, like during that 10-month stretch where you're just waiting for the show to pick up.
Yeah, I would say about 5 months, 5-6 months. I was really waiting for the show to pick back up.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. And then so the last 4 months of that latter half, I was like, all right, let me just figure life out. I got the time.
And like, so that's what I'm curious about. Like, were you just like exploring New York? Are you reading a lot? Are you like doing, what stuff are you doing? Are you
That's
reading
funny.
a lot?
For sure wasn't doing that. I was reading. I did a lot of like acting reading. I just dove really, really hard into acting. Like the way that I am now with comedy, of like kind of like an obsession in a way. Like it was like that with acting, and like acting requires so much of like self-work and like improvement, where like I just got on that.
Sure.
And so I would go outside, I'd read. I started like writing like a feature film with no experience, with zero idea how to do it, and I still have it. It's probably awful.
No, but by the way, like,
but I just started.
But that's one of the best things
one.
you can do, dude.
For
honestly,
sure, yeah, for
you know?
sure.
Like, it's just get it on by. I wish I did that with my solo show earlier, because like any project you undertake like that is going to take time.
Yeah,
and it's just like
But I think too, like when you're doing it, like, and then you learn the process of doing it, because now like writing a pilot and like putting up the pilot and having like a table read, I've learned just obviously through Jacqueline, but through doing it, of like, dude, there's so much work you got to do before you even start writing the actual episode or the actual film.
Sure.
Yes, so I was doing that. I started a YouTube. I was like let me find something that can be consistent. Like let me post every day for a year. And so I posted every day for like a year and a half, maybe like 2 years, and I got like 2,500 subscribers.
That's great.
Right now it's at like 1.5, which is awesome because I haven't posted sports content to it the way that I used to.
You used to do sports content?
Every day, yeah.
Wow.
Just NBA stuff.
Yeah.
Like make videos. Like I'd put a lot of time in it. It was fun. It was just something to do, and I had nothing to do, dude.
Yeah.
I was just chilling.
But it's nice because, I mean, it's a time you're kind of like experimenting in this phase, right? Like you're kind of, you're making the most of the situation you're in, right?
Right. It was like the first real time with like independence.
Yeah.
And so I did that, which is nice now too, because like if I inevitably post the special to YouTube, and like my stand-up gets more views than any, like I think I deserve sometimes, because I just have like people who
what if I was like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, fucking 100%. But like, so that'll be cool. Like it's cool that I accidentally built a YouTube of some level to be
Do
like,
you post
hey,
Hill to Die On clips on there as well?
We have our own Hill to Die,
Hill to Die On
YouTube.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyway, but so also go check out his YouTube then. So you're putting up YouTube videos, sports talk mostly, enriching yourself, trying to, just make yourself, what's the word I'm looking for? Just enriching yourself.
Yeah, just trying to be as like, I was like obsessing over a lot of like stories of actors who were like, I woke up at this time and did this and like every hour of the day.
Yeah.
So like I would just try to have like more of a regimen of like things to accomplish during the day.
Sure.
I made a short film, like a silent short film.
Oh, that's cool.
Was really, really good. I really liked that. It was just about like, it was like the whole pandemic basically. And then from the beginning to the end, it just was like, it was just a day. So it's like, it's funny. It's like very edited. It was good.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It might even be deep on the Instagram. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
But basically, right? So all this time, I have one more month. I'm like, I got to pay rent. StubHub hits me with an email and is like, yo, remember those tickets you bought your ex-girlfriend? Remember those Billie Eilish tickets to Madison Square Garden that you bought your ex-girlfriend that you thought you were like, you liked, and then she broke up with you? Dog. Would you rather want credit for StubHub were $960 cash. I was like, send me the check for $960. Came a couple of days later, signed it, paid rent. I was like, nothing's gonna stop me, dude.
Just a universe
that happened over a year before.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
That timing is unbelievable.
Dude, I was like, oh, I'm undefeated. I might be God. Nothing is gonna stop me from being in New York.
Yeah. So you just, and that was kind of a sign for you to just like, all right.
Yeah. Next time, don't be a fucking idiot, Greg.
Yeah.
This $960 would have been real nice if you didn't have none of money. You had no money. Yeah.
Oh my God. So you get another month. You live another day.
Live another day, dude.
Wow.
It's
Was that like a big moment for you?
Oh my God. It's like being on death row and someone's like, yo, actually, there's some evidence that just got appealed, so you got another month to live. And you're like, oh my, whoo. You ever seen Prison Break? I felt like Lincoln Barrows, dude. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah.
Oh
it's a huge
God.
deal.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah, I was like, this is the best thing that ever could happen to me. And then
That's
I ended up
amazing.
getting jobs.
And so, like, were you like reinvigorated in the job search, or just like you can? Like,
I just got lucky.
Just got lucky, man.
Because things just started opening up.
Yeah, man.
Like that first year
Yeah.
was just really, really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really hard. And then, because I was trying to apply to like restaurants, and I was like, I shouldn't have done that. So then I kind of shifted into, I worked at P.F. Chang's and Equinox. I don't remember which one I worked at first. I think it was P.F. Chang's. I think I worked at P.F. Chang's first because that was closer to my home. I was a chef.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you been a chef before, or that was the first time?
I worked in kitchens of like sous chefing and stuff.
Okay.
Like the experiences there. But yo, P.F. Chang's is hilarious because like you think you're getting authentic Asian food. It was me and a black guy named Marquise talking about the Knicks making your Kung Pao chicken. So you write that one down the next time you're going to that financial district, P.F. Chang's.
And then you worked at Equinox too.
And then I worked at Equinox.
Nice. How was that?
It was, dude, I got to work out there for free. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
It was
that's
like,
a good
and then I
perk.
got fucking yoked, Matt.
Really?
I just got, dude, you wouldn't even believe me.
Yeah.
We'll throw the chat a photo.
Dude, yeah, I want to see.
Just fucking unreal.
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't even, I was worked twice a day, just crushing creatine. I was diving so deeply in the just fucking, just nothing but testosterone.
That's cool.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you would have a conversation with me, and I was like, I just think men are just being way too aggressive right now. I just think we really have to settle down as the community.
As you're just testosterone pumping through your body.
I mean, I was like Mateo Lane. I'm like, wait. Why are you like really nice and sensitive? You're fucking huge.
There was a point in my life too where I wasn't like yoked, but
Yeah.
I was like in great shape and like really strong and stuff for my size. I think that's good for men to have that phase.
Yeah, I wish I could go back though.
Oh, me too, man.
Dude, bad. I wish I could go back.
Ugh.
Comedy kills it.
That's what happens,
But also,
man.
it's just on me because there's time. Like I have the time.
I'm right now. I mean, with my schedule, I'm just trying to get in like 2 quality lifts a week, and then because I'm losing weight, and I've lost like 18 to 20 pounds, which I'm really psyched about.
Yeah, I mean that's huge.
But so it's like now what I'm just trying to do is like incorporate lifting back in. But dude, I miss deadlifting like over 350. That was
There was never a day where my legs looked strong. Like I would do legs sometimes twice a week, but I was a bitch.
Really?
When
Yeah,
it came
chicken
to
legs?
leg days.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Even like I mean my legs have never been. But I was also benching 245.
Yeah, that's sick.
250
Yeah,
where I'm like people are like, why is this 150-pound white kid just throwing weight around?
Did you ever put on the deadlift belt?
No.
Oh, dude, you feel like a fucking It's
You get the
great.
chalk on your hands though.
Oh.
I'm like yo, I was a fucking maniac.
Have you ever thrown out your back?
No, I'm kind of
okay.
one thing about me, I was in a flag football tournament like a comics thing.
Yes,
not too long ago.
Yeah.
I hit my knee we were playing indoors.
Okay.
It was the Chelsea Piers, and I hit my knee against like it's like an indoor soccer thing. I hit my knee against the board at an angle that I think would have torn 60% of ACLs there. I destroyed my knee, just got up, just went right back at it. People are like, yo, what? And then I've realized in my life, I am so reckless, but I think there's something about the way my body is where it just kind of can catch itself the last second.
That's so, dude.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
I've never really
too.
had like bad injuries, like really
Okay.
bad injuries.
I've had if you just because I threw my back deadlifting once.
Yeah, well,
Like,
never would that happen to me.
yeah, that's
Deadlifting.
That was. You never deadlifted at all, or no?
I mean, maybe once. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck am I doing?
It's
Let me just
all-
go back and do biceps.
It's all ego. It was all
Yeah.
just.
But like that's ego, but I'm like glamour. I'm looking to find a way. What's gonna make Instagram look really cool?
Oh,
Not gonna
yeah.
be deadlifts.
Yeah.
Here, look at my inner thigh. Sick. Look at my quads.
Did you meet Jack when you were in this good shape or no?
No.
Okay.
Which is hilarious.
that's-
I think at the very bottom of it we'd met,
Okay.
and then I
gotcha.
was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Because I met Tay when I was in like great shape. Then I gained 50 pounds. My weight fluctuation has been insane because I was pretty jacked in college. Got really heavy during the pandemic. Lost like all muscle mass. Built it back up. Got pretty jacked again to where I got back to my college weight.
Yeah.
So again, kind of gained 50 pounds. Lost it again. Back to college weight. Gained it again when I met Tay. I was another 50, 60 pounds. Now I'm on the down. It's just been nuts. But anyway.
The beauty of fluctuation.
The beauty of fluctuation, man. I've so many times like I go clothes shopping and then it just doesn't fucking fit anymore. It's just that's a really frustrating.
I'm wearing
thing
a
about
belt,
it.
so I get you.
Yeah. Anyway, but let's get back. So you get a job and you're working PF Chang's, you're working at Equinox. You know, you're doing all these different jobs, and I guess when did you start to feel like really steady in New York?
Physically or like emotionally?
I guess both, because like you had this time where you had no money here. You're literally on the verge of having to leave the city, of having to, using words we talked about, give up, right?
Yeah.
Where you didn't really. And then you kind of get this gift from the universe where it's
Shout
like
out StubHub. Shout out capitalism,
So,
dog.
from
We're not talking about it
and
enough.
Billie Eilish.
Oh, shout out Billy.
But so you get this gift, and then you take advantage of it, where it's like you go out, you find a job to like just do something, and now kind of what are you doing during this time? Is it just working and just really trying to just like sustain life for yourself?
Yeah. So at this time, I'm also in conservatory.
Right.
So
right.
I am at school and working like
Okay.
every day. It's
Right.
it's exhausting.
It was exhausting, but I mean, what were you doing at the conservatory? Were you doing like what kind of work do they do there? Is it scenes?
So you have about like 6 classes.
Okay.
There's a class that's just breathing and like
wow.
understanding your body.
Yeah. Which sounds
Bro,
yeah.
they're awesome.
I bet. Yeah.
they
absolutely.
are powerful. Like really, like the power of like visualization and like
oh my gosh.
like really just like and like controlling your body in a way that it's not necessarily known, that kind of helps you as a performer to do.
It's so, and oftentimes I feel like today with just I'll catch myself just like being on my phone too much or whatever, because I know you said you don't doom scroll. I'm like so susceptible to it at like any point.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's just
trust me, I will watch YouTube until
exactly. Yeah, and it's just like
it's bad.
you find yourself where it's like, well, why am I so wired? And it's because like I haven't been in touch with my body or anything other than my phone for the past 3 hours.
I mean, yeah, and I have like the distraction of like video games kills me sometimes.
Dude, that's MLB The Show, man.
Dude, it's the whole thing. I'm like, why am I in year 2037? Why have I played every game in the last 14 years? My college program has seen 11 different quarterbacks get drafted. I need to get the fuck out of
Are
this.
you playing NCAA?
Dude, yeah.
Dude, that one's great.
I play NCAA a lot and then Overwatch.
Overwatch I haven't played.
Dude,
but
it's the best fucking thing ever.
Is it a shooter? Is that?
It's
okay.
like a 6v6
Okay,
like
gotcha.
player. But it's
Overwatch-
like it's just so, dude, it's awesome.
My
I've been locked in since 2016 when they dropped it. I'm like, there was a moment like a couple days ago where I was like, should I just like impulsively sell my PlayStation?
what?
Because I'm like, let me just lock in to a level that like is unhealthy. Let me just like only have this, like only be able to do something creative if I want to do anything.
I hear you on that, and there is a side of me that agrees with you, but there is this other part of me that's like, I feel like new age thinking is like, you're just robbing yourself of something you enjoy.
I know.
But
like, who cares? If that's what it takes to just be fucking the greatest that I can be, that's the constant battle in my head. It's like a part of me is like, I want to be a psycho. I want to be a psycho about it because that sometimes is like, I think that's what's required.
Yeah.
But then other times of it, I'm like, oh, I would be probably miserable and also an asshole. People would not want to be around me. People probably don't want to be around me now.
I mean,
given
barely.
There's like 4 things I want to talk about. And I'm like, if you don't want to talk about these 4 things, get the fuck out of my face.
It's literally when we hang out, it's like comedy, Sixers,
Yeah.
our girlfriends. That's it.
And then afterwards, I'm like, fuck.
Oh,
I need to learn more questions.
Oh, dude, that's so. I need to learn more questions. Is so funny.
Because I'm like, I can't do like, oh, how was my day at work? Oh, well, my work is comedy. Like
yeah, that's one. You have a benefit too, where Jack is in that world. And,
I
like,
tell her every
understands.
day, like, we simply would not survive.
Yeah.
If you, like, I am somebody who just needs to have, I need my significant other to be doing what I'm doing.
And I hear that because I'm very lucky in the way that Tay, I run everything by Tay, like even videos, jokes, everything. And I'm super lucky because, like, for example, like before I ran my latest hour at the bookstore in January, she sat down with me the night before and we like ran through it. So it's like I'm super lucky to have a partner like that. But yeah, there's a requirement. It's like, in this, what we do, it's like they need to understand that at the very least. And
because it's not going anywhere. Like, I'm like, it's just like, it's such a disgusting obsession.
Yeah.
Where I hyperfixate over this. Because it's like, I just have such a demand of myself. That's where all of my unhealthiness lies.
Yeah.
Like, there's just such a demand that I hold for myself to, like, accomplish things and, like, to be as good as I think I can be in, like, such a gross way.
Well, it's funny because Carly Palestina, who just did the pod, said something I loved, and it's in the similar vein where, it's funny because here we are killing ourselves when we're not doing enough, or we're not, we feel like we're falling short. And she said, and it stuck with me, where it's like, we are the only ones giving ourselves that set of expectations.
Right.
And to your point, I understand that, to get where you want to get, sometimes that's good. It's good in the sense of like, that'll be what drives you to get better and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, a lot of times, I'm sure you can relate, we do it in a way where it's unhealthy to ourselves. And it's like, it's stress we're putting on ourselves that is not productive or helpful. Like, it's just really, it can lead to depression. It can lead to just all these negative feelings. So it's important to remember, it's like, that pressure is only coming from internally, right? So like, we need to like understand that.
Right.
But I also understand where
that's
it's like,
a good point.
Yeah. I do also share the sentiment. I think I said this to her on the pod, where it's like, it's that balance where we also have to understand, well, that's what drives a lot of us too, is because we have that bar that we're trying to reach.
You have to.
Yeah. So
like, it's a double-edged sword, because I agree.
That's what
it
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it'll make you unhappy, but like, there's the reason why a lot of artists are unhappy.
Yeah. No, and and that's
you just have to know. I think the most powerful thing is knowing when to walk away.
Oh, interesting.
Because I had an interesting conversation with a comic friend of mine recently, and we were at the cellar just looking at like photos of the comics, of like the really big ones, like Chris Rock, Chappelle, Kevin Hart, like Aziz Ansari, like all of those guys. And he had a good point to me, and he is a incredible comedian. He's young, he's awesome, like the sky's the limit. And he made a point, he was like, I would never do stand up at that level. Like, why are you still doing stand up? Like, stop, like, just, what are you doing? Like, end it. Like, just go walk away. Like, what are you still trying to prove? Like, what is it that you're trying to do? And I never even thought of it like that, because the way I see it is like, I think I would do stand up forever.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't relate to that.
But maybe at not
yeah.
that level, like at that consistency of like every year he's pushing something out, every other year they're doing a special, like, because who I idolize at work so much is Ray Romano, more than anybody, because he got his fame in his 30s. When he got his fame, he was already married, he had kids. Like, he had that stability and that groundedness already formed in him, that when all of the reward came, it didn't kill him.
Yeah.
And he never forgot what made him. And so he's still like a family guy. Every time he comes out, like, his wife's with him, his kids are with him. It's like such wholesome,
dude,
everything. I think that you or I would be like, that sounds awesome.
It does,
you
man.
know?
I think about Gaffigan a lot like that too. He brings his family on tour, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
but even like Gaffigan's like still churning it out.
But man, it's like,
but granted, Gaffigan is kind of mostly a comedian, where he's not as much of a like a dual threat as Ray Romano.
Yeah, it's interesting because I guess like I don't, where I'm struggling is like I haven't thought about, like I've never questioned like those guys at that level still doing stand up, like why are you doing stand up? I think because to me, I've always approached it where I just want to have a really good book of work. That's
That's
all I've wanted.
For your hour, that's probably the reason that you've even started thinking of creating a project like that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. You know, like I just want like my guy, and you know what it is? This is what it is. It's my dream career is Birbiglia.
Yeah.
That is a guy.
He's awesome.
He's put out so much beautiful work. It's funny, heartfelt. It's all incredible. And there are different, and it's autobiographical, right? And it's just wonderful stories and all these different great, and movies too.
Yeah.
Right. So just all these different projects. So I don't know. But to your point, actually, now that where it's not all stand up that he does.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just in the terms of like those creative projects. Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't thought about it like that from guys at that level.
I think
super.
the stand up only is it's an interesting thought because
Yeah.
when I started doing stand up for acting, to get more of a foot in the door, to be able to get bigger opportunity and like to meet different people. And then obviously down the line I was like, I love stand up equally as much as it, you know, so like I also being around like the environment that I'm around in, it's like I really got into it like really deeply,
totally.
but
yeah.
I don't think I could see myself like only doing stand up forever. Like if it ever reached a point where like I had created some level of success for myself when it came to stand up, I would transition into acting and try to do both. And
well, and this is so you're actually now I understand what you're saying, and it's important to remember, right? Everybody has their own different creative journey,
Right.
and different, right? So there's not one size fits all. But Carly Palestina, not to quote her so much on this podcast, but there's so much overlap. I think she said something too, where she was talking about how her vision for what she wants to do, right? Maybe it's not bouncing around from club to club,
Right.
And like that's okay too, right? So but that's one of the reasons I think so many people do stand up now is because it offers so much valuable skill. Like it's acting, writing, directing.
It's immediate
producing.
too.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, exactly. So that's interesting though. And then you said too, right? Well, so let's go back during this time now when you're at conservatory. Right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So now are you starting stand up during this time?
No.
Okay. So you're just focused on acting.
Yeah.
Still. Okay.
I didn't start stand up until I started working at the Cellar.
Okay, gotcha. And where is that in relation to? Take us back to the conservatory. Where are you?
Man,
what
I
happens
wish I had
after
a
that?
better timeline of my life. It
No,
had
it's
to
okay,
have been
yeah.
really soon after, like graduating conservatory, that
Gotcha.
I started at the Cellar, and then almost instantly got into stand up. Like I have the first time I ever got on a stage and did stand up was in Philly when I signed up for that comedy writing class.
Right.
Everybody did improv and sketch. I was just like, let me do stand up. And I did 30 minutes of stand up for the first time. And it was like, whatever. It was green. It was like, but that really, I was like, I loved doing that. Like it was, for what it was, funny. And like it felt really good. And like I could see myself doing this.
Right.
And so like comedy was always in my head.
Like in the back of your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
Since high school, it's always been something I've thought about doing. But acting was a little bit easier for me to get into. And then I also got older and I realized, like, acting is easy to say that you do. Like everybody. Because it's so easy to not make it.
Right.
And it's so much easier to be like, oh, I'm like an actor and like, oh, this and that. Like it's, like it's so hard. Like where like if you're a comic, like it's not as easy to be like, well, I'm bad because of all these other things. So I kind of quickly was like, look, dude, like I need to stop quitting on shit at some point. Like I need to just fucking just go full throttle with one thing as much as I can to open up the like opportunity elsewhere. Because Jacqueline's always like, I wish you did more plays. I wish you did more like acting. Like you got to do more. And I'm like, yeah.
But you know what's great, and again, like just like with stand-up, it's like you're always doing it,
Right.
right? It's just a different thing.
And like
but
performing.
yeah, but you're still training that muscle.
Right.
And
I just
stuff
love
too.
the performing.
Yeah. I just because I want to be cognizant of time.
Yeah, we got like 15. I
all
could
right,
do
cool.
145.
Yeah. So So you get the job. It's so interesting too because you get the job at the Cellar, and you're not actively doing stand up.
No, nah. I have done like a mic or two,
Okay, gotcha.
and like it was funny is like my ex-girlfriend was the one who found the job listing and was like, I sent them your resume or whatever, like you gotta do it. And because of she's like, I know you love comedy or whatever. I didn't even really know what the Cellar was,
That's so funny.
which is
Yeah,
funny. Like,
that's really funny.
and I've done like a mic or two or like a couple of them or whatever, but it was never like for real
Yeah.
until like I really started working there, and I was like, all right, let me do this a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, you're being exposed to it every night. That's
Right.
wow. So that's when you really started to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are always like, like, what's the thing that like, oh, it must be so great that you watch these comics do comedy. Like, wow, you must learn so much from their comedy. And I'm like, dude, 90% of what the most valuable stuff I've learned is like when they're not on stage.
Yeah, I bet.
It's like the intangible of what makes the athlete the athlete.
Yeah.
Like that's the shit that's way more impressive. And like you hold yourself to like those standards, you're like, well, I mean, these are the best in the world.
Yeah.
If I can train myself to be like that, even though I'm 14 years away, like
Yeah.
you set like a good habit early, then like eventually it'll go by. And
Yeah.
also one thing I would say that like if you're ever feeling down on yourself as a writer, as a comic, as any of it, dude, go back and watch comics that you really like, shit from 10, 12 years ago. And you're like, fuck, they're bad too.
So okay. So now you get the job at the Cellar, and you sort of find yourself in New York. But I just want to focus on just going back when you reflect back on that time, at that low point where you didn't have any money, and it's you're unsure of what's next. What was your headspace like? Like, what are you thinking? Are you scared? Are you just sort of?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, every day, like the backyard of my apartment was the water, like those steps down to like the edge of the water. So it was cool, dude. I was bawling my eyes out every day.
Really?
Every single day I was crying. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I was so down bad, where like physical, like emotion, like when
Yeah.
something like really hits you, where like your body, you just fall.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like Jesus on that whatever station of the cross that was where he fell the third time. My mom's gonna love that one. Yeah, I was very emotional. But the one thing about me is that I've never once considered leaving. I've never once thought that like to go away. Like it's never been an option. Like I've never had the option of like this isn't it. Like maybe I'm wrong, or maybe you just gotta fucking power through. Because I think more than ability, talent, skill, anything, the thing that makes people, for a lack of a better word, successful is just perseverance.
Yeah, man, and that's really and this is actually kind of perfect because we usually end on what advice would you give to a person that's in a similar situation, and I just because it's so easy for me to relate to that feeling of hopelessness and just waking up and crying about where you're at and just feeling hopeless about next steps. But it really does come down to, I feel like, did you have a support system in that moment even? Were you just like on your own?
No, definitely on my own. I would say, like, dude, when it comes to advice, you're not wrong. Like, the feeling that you feel for yourself, you're not wrong. Like, you're right. Like, it doesn't matter if people see it or, like, acknowledge it or, like, tell you that you're right or wrong or crazy or not. Like, there's a reason why you feel a specific way about yourself,
Yeah.
And like my thing is like my driving force is like, I'm afraid of regret. Like I'm afraid of like not doing something for myself. Like I'm afraid of like not moving to New York or not pursuing something. Like if you feel a certain way about like what your life means or like your purpose, like, yo, you gotta fucking go out and do that. You got to, because you're not wrong. Like, go prove to yourself that you were right,
Dude, and that's one of my favorite things. I love that so much because stand-up in particular, right? I took a class with Kevin Dombrowski when I was first starting out, and it was awesome. And he said, which has always stuck with me, stand-up is about proving something to yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, but also too, I love, it's just such a valuable thing to keep in the back of my mind. And a lot of times I think I take it for granted because I've sort of always felt this way. It's just the emotions you're feeling or whatever it is you're feeling, like you're entitled to feel that way.
Right.
It's okay, you know, and that's usually the first step to getting better. So, but I also love too that, you know, you really, I think it's so commendable, Greg, to be in that kind of hopelessness situation. Because when I'm in there, I've always been very lucky. I've had a very good support system around me. To be alone going through that, man, is...
But it was by choice.
What do you mean?
Like, people, like, my parents were there to help if they, like, but nobody knew. Like, people weren't knowing what I'm, like, going through.
Oh, in other words, you weren't sharing with people.
I was not, like, open about emotions and any of that.
Full circle, talk about classic
years.
man stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Like, I just held all of it in.
Did you hold it in because you didn't want to burn in others, or was it just you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was also, like, this is because of me. I need to get myself out of this because if I don't,
that's really mature.
like, if I don't, like, then what's gonna stop me from just getting a bailout every time, like every moment? Ever since I was little, I'm like, I know the situation I grew up in, but I have never wanted to ask for anything. I've never wanted to be I went to the, like, cheapest state school, 94% acceptance rate, Shippensburg University, because I was like, like, they want me to go to school, let me go to, like, the cheapest possible school.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to ask for anything. I'm not trying to have any of it easy because...
So you've very much been your own man, right? You're very much...
to such a fault.
Yeah.
To such a fault.
Yeah.
It's such a Philadelphia pride of, like, I dug the hole, let me dig myself out of it.
Yeah.
Like, but you don't have to.
It's so interesting.
Somebody else can get a shovel. It doesn't have to be all you. You learned your lesson.
Do you think that prevents you from asking for help sometimes?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it not as much anymore. Like, financially, I will never ask anyone for help ever.
That one I get.
But when it comes to, like, emotions, I'm like, nah, I'm so much more open.
That's good. No, it's good to hear because, you know, I just sometimes, man, you're in those situations, and again, I've been very lucky. People have been able to pull you out, but it really makes me sad because we're gonna end on such a depressing note. It makes me sad because, you know, you think about some, you know. Oh, you stop. Tay's coming in. You think about suicide, for example. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Right.
And it's just like, you know, it's just in some instances because, you know, you're in a different state when people make that decision. You're not, a lot of times you're not thinking rationally or, you know, so it's very hard. I am happy to hear that you seem to be able to support yourself in that way, which is really valuable and also very mature. But I'm also
it's about time. I'm almost 30.
I know. Well, some people never make it there.
I know. Well, that's the beauty of New
do.
York. Trust me, I hear you.
Yeah.
I unfortunately am very aware of the people who kind of never allow themselves what they deserve.
Yeah.
That's so much of it.
Yeah.
And so it gets self-sabotage.
And that's a big one.
Like avoidant, like there's so many reasons, especially in men, that they just don't let themselves be happy.
Yes.
Yeah, I grew up with it. So it's like, I see it. But I'm like, my closest sibling is 40, 11 years older than me.
Wow.
And then I have 2 more that are older than him, and all same marriage, all biological sisters and brothers. So I'm like, I've, from the very beginning of my life, observed, like, maturity.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Like, I've observed, like, how people grow up and are older and handle themselves, and, like, what about the psychology of them do I like and not like? And so, like, when it comes to, like, a character, I'm always been very hyper aware of people. Like, you know?
That's really interesting. Yeah. Wow.
So it's like I put together pieces of, like, you know, I don't love that about you, but I really like that about you, and, like, try to be the best of all of the situations.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, what's interesting is, like, my brother's my absolute role model. My whole life,
nice.
It took up until maybe last year for me to realize, like, I don't have to model him in every single way.
Wow, till last year?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I was like, I mean, I've hurt myself because I've, like, modeled him exactly, where the bad parts of me are just the bad parts of him. Like, I need to start to be me more.
Yeah, in certain ways.
Right.
And but that's part of growing up, right?
Yeah.
It's part of, like you said, it's the picking and choosing of,
right,
you know, who you want to be in those parts of yourself. That's really beautiful, Greg. I love the sentiment we ended on. Greg, tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, people, hello. Let me lean in. I'm wearing Uggs today. It snowed here.
I am too, so.
Really battled over this hangover. Adderall and C4
Dude, you did great.
energy drink.
Honestly,
I know. Right now, I'm like, I could go another hour.
I
and
was
a half.
gonna. You're gonna.
But
with the other
unfortunately, Maple, I
podcasts.
have my own podcast I have to go to. Yay! All right, people. The low point with Matt Penna, who I've recently said his name correctly, and I've known Matt for a few years
That's
now.
okay. You know, I used to say I brought Jacqueline on stage as Jacqueline Lore Edwards.
Oh, that's awesome.
It haunts me.
Ugh.
I didn't know it was Lori.
That's her fault for having 38 names. Yo, I told her, I was like, if we get married, and you have to take my last name, but you have to keep yours as well. I need 3 hyphens.
That's great.
3 hyphens would be sick.
I
All right,
love it.
people. My name is Greg Melly. It's at Greg Melly on every social media platform. Tumblr. No, I should get a Tumblr, though. That'd be big. Let's bring back
Let's
Tumblr.
bring it back.
I'm so bad at this part. That's why Grace handles it
Yeah.
on ours. I'm at Greg Melly on all social platforms. If you're interested, check out March 6th. I'm filming my first special, I guess, for lack of a better word. It'll be like however long. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be hilarious. I've been working on it for
I've
about
seen some of the jokes. They're very good.
9 months. It's been a long time. I've been doing it a lot. Yeah. Upcoming shows. Check out the Instagram bio. I don't know. I think that's what they say.
And Hill to Die On with Grace.
Oh,
Lobo.
yeah. My podcast. Season 2, baby.
It's all right.
Hill to Die On.
So a lot of times I end up plugging stuff for the guests too. So
Yeah.
it's totally fine.
So bad at this. This
Dude.
is
You're great.
I'm not used to being the guest. You know?
I hear you, brother.
God, Matt, thanks so much for
Greg,
having
this
me.
was great, brother. Thanks so much for coming on, dude. I really appreciate
This was
it, dude.
fun.
I love you so much.
I love you. Maple, I
And
love
here's
you.
to hoping we left you a little higher.
Ooh,
Pretty good, right? Not too
I
bad.
like that.
All right.
Both cameras.
We did it.
Yes.